Evening, freaks. I'm here to give you a wild card read straight from the hip with a lot to lip, and we are going to look at who's coming towards you this cuffing season. We're going to pick up where we left off, starting with Aries. It is 11:11 on the clock right now here where I'm at, so I would say that something's about to come into alignment for the Aries collective in matters of the heart. Maybe you're coming into alignment, getting on the same page with a special someone. All right. I'm going to go ahead and move it over to the banners here so I can put Aries up. We're just going to dive right into it. We're not going to waste any time. I've already been shuffling this deck for a while, but I'll go ahead and shuffle it a little bit more for you on camera, just so you can be certain it's really mixed up here. You know, the first batch went kind of rough with this. Okay, please don't shoot the messenger. There's a lot of kind of intense energies we're moving through right now, okay? So you may not hear what you want to hear, but I'm not going to tell you some BS story. I'm going to show you what the cards have to say, you know, and I'm going to deliver the message accurately and plainly, but I'll also try to put an empowering spin on it if it's not the best news. This read is more designed for those who are single, ready to mingle, or who are otherwise in more open dynamics or arrangements, or maybe just starting to date someone. This isn't really a read for people who are already in committed, loving relationships. Although I don't know, is it? Is it complicated? The intention is, you know, the read is for people who are actively looking for somebody else, okay, actively dating, or are just open to the experience, all right? If you're not looking for love, then this isn't the read for you. Come on, let's not state the obvious, okay? So do know that not every read is for you. Cross-watcher energy can come in, okay? So keep mindful of all these things. Take what speaks to you, toss aside the rest. If, you know, you don't hear what you want to hear, maybe check out some of the other placements. For these particular reads, I would definitely stay more focused on your big three, sun, rising, moon, as well as your Venus sign. And then I think the most important is actually your descendant sign, which is the sign opposite you on the zodiac. So we're going to start out with Aries, all significant placements: sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Pluto, loaded first house or significant placement in the first house, as well as Libra rising, which would be Aries descendant. So what is coming toward Aries this cupping season? Who is coming toward Aries this cupping season? We're going to look at the bottom of the deck energy. Okay, we got a 6 of clubs coming up in the shadow. That's coming in with a Jack of clubs also in the shadow. Okay, so I feel like there's somebody in this situation who's hell-bent on getting their way and getting what they want. I think this is somebody who wants to get busy, I have to tell you. This could be a fire sign energy. I mean, Aries, this could be you. You could also be dealing with another fire sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Although this is more speaking of just the general tone around what's being presented here. Somebody is really seeing somebody as a sexual conquest. That's what I got, you know. This person is having a hard time letting this rest. Maybe they haven't had a lot of action in a while. They're wanting to get it in, or they've been waiting to get it in with you. I don't know. We do have the 10 of diamonds here coming up in the light. And it's interesting, right behind that, we have the 10 of diamonds in the shadow. Okay, so I don't know if this is a piece where maybe somebody's getting out of some kind of committed relationship and they've had their eye on somebody for a while. They're having a lot of buildup of like sexual tension. And so they're really like wanting to relieve that. And maybe they're kind of getting out of one thing to head into another committed relationship, or that's their desire. It could also be a monetary come up as well. It could be maybe somebody's down on their financial luck, and because of that, they might be approaching somebody very hot and heavy sexually because they're wanting to tap into somebody's security. Okay, there's something here about the way this person's moving forward isn't quite correct with the 2 of clubs coming up in the shadow, and this could be due to a third party situation. So this kind of does have vibes of like maybe somebody is still in a commitment, but they're presenting it like they're available. You know, there's something you need to suspect about this love offer with the Ace of Hearts coming up in the shadow. This is the basis of the matter. So this might be what you're kind of like just coming out of right now, Aries. Let's see what's coming in for Aries this cupping season. What's coming toward Aries this cupping season? Looks like you got some player energy coming at you. You know, somebody's wanting to get it in. Somebody might present like they want to have a commitment with you. They might want this new beginning in love, but they actually might be married or otherwise spoken for. It could be somebody who's looking for a financial come up as well if they've seen that you've recently had some kind of advance in your life. So do be aware of this, okay? There's definitely enough reason here to sort of like put the brakes on this thing and not move forward too quickly, especially with the Four of Spades coming up in the shadow. I feel like this is somebody that doesn't know how to take no for an answer. This energy is coming through really strongly. Like this person's pushy. They're pushy. They're like a dog with a bone, okay, crossing energy. Yeah, they've been waiting for a long time for this to come in. They feel like they've been through a lot of challenges and moving forward in this situation. They may have really felt held back. I mean, look at this situation here. I mean, it's pretty worse for the wearer. But this is coming in, okay? This individual is coming towards you, or this person is getting freed up now where they're ready to march ahead, okay? It could be your energy, Aries. There could be something you're extricating yourself from. You're wanting to move in another direction. You're chomping at the bit, like you got a bit of like blue balls action going. And you're just ready, you know, you're ready already to maybe jump into another thing. For others of you, it's the opposite, you know. You're wanting a serious commitment and you got somebody, a fire sign likely, somebody with a strong fire element in the chart approaching you. They've been wanting to move forward with you for a long time. I do feel like there's a lot of sexual tension here, but there could be this little piece about maybe somebody's had a hard time financially, or in some way they're needing to come up, or they're needing to kind of like hitch their trailer to yours. That's kind of like the vibe I got. Let's see what's coming in here. Any more clarity here, please, for Aries and what's coming toward them this cupping season? Who's coming toward Aries this cupping season? You know, Aries, you're up in that north node position, okay? So this is all about you really considering what does that look like for you? What is your ultimate destination? What do you want for yourself? You might be kind of really reviewing this. Like you might be looking at experiences you've had in the past. Oh man, you're dealing with some kind of intense energy here. I have to say there's a lot of masculine energy on the board. I'm almost wondering with that Six of Clubs, the way it came up in the shadow, if maybe there's a little bit of competition here, and maybe if this competition is between, you know, two people kind of going for the same person. This might be the case. There might be somebody's ex might be on the scene with the King of Spades here coming up in the shadow with the Six of Hearts also in the shadow. This could be the third party element. There could be an ex on the scene that's kind of like trying to drive a wedge between you and the person that you feel committed to or that you feel is your destiny. Ted just said yes and confirmed that, okay? This might be an ex that you don't feel too fondly about either. You might have a really negative history with this person, so you might be very on guard. I think this person is very sharp with their words. This person might have like a cruel streak. That's what I'm getting, okay? If this is two masculines butting heads over a woman, like somebody here is like they're willing to pull out the big guns and they're willing to hit below the belt. Like I got that. There's a lot of fiery energy in here. Somebody is coming towards another who may already be in a relationship, or they may be wanting to move towards somebody who's already in a relationship. And I think it's almost like two figures like battling it out. That's what it feels like. Give me clarity about this King of Spades energy. Big Aquarius energy here. Aquarius with fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The action taken is very impulsive, okay? This could also be Gemini or Libra, or be in connection with a Gemini or Libra that a masculine is connected to. And with that came out a crossing influence in the shadow. So let's see what's going on with this. You could also have one of these signs strongly aspected in your chart. Yeah, be aware of the money piece here, okay? There's something here about security, like somebody is in a place where they are dealing with a lot of insecurity. So this might actually be making them kind of lash out a bit act out a bit, okay? They could also be looking for that monetary security. You know, maybe they see you as a meal ticket, or they think they can benefit from you in some way. This is something to be mindful of, okay? It does look like masculine energy on the board, or if it's a woman, this is somebody really operating out of their masculine energy. Maybe they're very cold, cutting, very sharp with their words. You know, they're making some executive decisions. There's a lot of shadow here. And we got the 8 of diamonds coming out here. So this could be somebody that you work with or that's connected to your work in some way. Maybe that's how you meet this person. There's definitely like some kind of financial component involved in this situation, though. I could see this being almost like an office love affair, too. Maybe with a boss with that King of Spades, and something kind of goes out of balance. Like somebody has too much power in this situation. This might even be kind of a high pressure situation. Somebody might be laying it on really thick. Like if you don't, you know, you don't give me what I want, I can make things difficult for you, kind of vibe. Ooh, with that, something just came down. I don't know what that was, but I take that as a sign. Maybe you're exposing something, or somebody's exposing something about you. That's possible. Let me see what else is going on here. What's this work situation or the financial piece in this situation? This might be somebody who, you know, used to be involved with you. Could be an ex that used to be involved with you. There, without the 10 of hearts just flew out, okay? In the shadow, okay? This would have been somebody that you were like married to, I think. You know, there's this real strong component here, or this person's otherwise spoken for. This could be a King of Hearts in the mix here. Water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, masculine, all right? This character here is operating in the light. They have good intentions. This person has moved away from something, certainly. They were in a relationship, okay? Or they were in some compromising arrangement, and they're now moving away from this situation, okay? It looks like with the 2 of Spades, all blockages have been removed for this person. But there's this piece here, you know, there's something you're not trusting in this situation. You think something funny is going on with the money. It's coming up in the shadow. And here's the 2 of Hearts. It's also in the shadow. There's a complicated financial piece involved in this situation, but I think there might be some projecting going on in this situation to a certain extent, because we do have right here on the flip side coming out the Jack of Clubs coming up in the light, with the King of Clubs coming up in the light. And there's something you're not seeing here. There's something you don't recognize here, because the Joker is in reverse in the shadow with this money component here, right? But then on the other side, we got a little divine play with the Joker here coming up in the light, okay? So this is what I got. I think you're dealing with a little bit of a complicated situation, and I do think there's a basis in the past in both situations you're dealing with. It's almost like you got 2 exes facing off. That's what I feel is going on here. There's 2 people that you were involved with before. It looks like they were significant connections with the 10 of Hearts coming up here. One person's a real user energy. There's somebody who's like a clout chaser, you know, a D rider, you know, they're money hungry. They care about superficialities. It's all about appearances, the way things look. They're really into status, this kind of energy. And I feel like you really got taken advantage of by this person before. And so you automatically have kind of like a guard up, maybe because you really had to recover a lot financially after being with this person. And so you automatically have sort of like this perception where you almost put up the blocks and halt something before it gets a chance to develop. And then what I see is, you know, you got somebody coming towards you. They're very passionate and they are an independent energy. For you masculine Aries, I think that, you know, maybe somebody has a misperception of you, or maybe, you know, let's just be real. Maybe in the past you were a bit selfish, you know, maybe you were more focused on what worked for you. If you're a masculine, it's really coming through as masculine very strongly, okay? And maybe all you cared about was what you wanted, you know, how it worked out for you. Or maybe you valued monetary things more. You were really on your hustle or something like that. And you kind of like misjudged somebody, you know, you misjudged somebody. it's kind of funny. It's got this weird like vibe to it. It's got a weird vibe of like two exes kind of like duking it out over the same person. That's very interesting. For a small sector of you, it's same sex. It's two men who actually are like trying to one up each other, and the woman has nothing to do with it. It's almost got like kind of pissing contest vibes. Sort of interesting. Okay, it could be any strong fire sign placement. This person is definitely bringing a lot of fire forward though. And they're an independent energy, all right? So this is somebody who's, you know, they at times can be a little cocky. At times they can be a little egocentrical. Some people might even think that they're a little bit like, I don't know, really like kind of cruel and cutting with their words. This might be a very highly intellectual person. This could be a person who likes to play mind games too, maybe likes to make a lot of promises but doesn't really fulfill them, knows you want commitment, and so they lay it on real thick. But there's this weird energy here that it's like one of these people you should steer clear from because they're just back on that bullshit, okay? And then another person here is actually genuine, and you may have had problems with them in the past, but it looks like this person maybe getting a different view. They're still very independent energy, all right? But they are coming in as a king in this pile here and in the light, all right? Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, they probably also have a strong water sign placement in the chart. What I like about this option over here is this person doesn't have any blockages. They're actually free to move forward. They, you know, freed themselves from some kind of really unhealthy love relationship, okay? This would be like likely a fire sign with a strong water placement in their chart. Yes, they feel a lot of passion, but this person's free to move forward, and they've already moved forward. Like they're not bringing baggage forward with them. This other character over here, they got strong air placement in their chart. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And they're just all about, you know, the hookup energy and how they can work people for money, how they can use people, okay? And there's something funny going on here. This person is like super relentless, like they don't take no for an answer. So this is not the person that you wish would call you, okay? This is more somebody who won't stop hassling you. And you've already told this person, I'm not interested in you, and they just won't stop. They won't stop. This is somebody who has a real mouth on them. They're impetuous. They might like be a little bit of a player energy. They might sleep around. Okay, so it looks like you got two coming at you. And it also looks like both of these people know that there's interest, you know, from more than their quarter coming your way. All right, so if you're masculine, you're aware that there's somebody else that's interested in the person you're interested in, and you're ready to like pull out all the stops, get your way in the situation, and it might turn into a pissing contest. And I don't know, along the way, you know, the object of your affection may no longer be, you know, even an option with all that trauma. So, ooh, looks like we're going to continue on this track. Let me do a cut of the deck energy. Oh my gosh, more shadow. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, somebody is very, very selfish in this situation with the 9 of Hearts coming up in the shadow. Ooh, again, it's attached to this other energy. There's somebody in this situation who's super reckless. They move forward very impulsively, heavy pressure, don't take no for an answer. That's the one you want to turn down. What's interesting is you may view this person as your wish fulfillment, okay? And you may be super tempted to say yes to this person, maybe because like the sex is good or you've been attracted to them for a long time. There's some part of you that thinks it would be really gratifying, but this thing will be a mess. It'll block your finances. It'll cause all kinds of problems for you. This has big user energy and this person isn't legit. Hold out a little longer. You got somebody else who also has a lot of fire, but I see they have a strong water component in their chart too. They also got a lot of heart, you know, they have a lot of caring. They're coming off something really rough, okay? They went through something, but they are free and clear. This person over here is messy, okay? This person over here has, you know, multiple things going on. They're not totally extricated from a commitment. They might come with baggage attached to them, okay? So this is what you want to be mindful of, Aries. This looks like it's kind of in your face, and I wish I had a better prognosis, but I would say if you want to, you know, have the real deal or somebody who's really got their heart involved, you might want to hold out and don't go for anything that comes at you with a lot of intensity and demanding you move forward right now, because it looks like that person is a manipulator and they're up to no good, and I wouldn't trust this energy. And especially if you had a negative experience with it in the past, just look for a repeat of more of the same. All right, Aries. Taurus. Shuffling for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Pluto. Loaded second house, significant placement in the second house, or Scorpio rising. What is coming toward Taurus this cupping season? Who is coming toward Taurus this cupping season? Let's hope you got a better outlook, man. I mean, that wasn't too bad. It wasn't as bad as some of the ones last night, okay? Some of the ones last night was really like, oh man, I wish I could pull something positive out of that, you know, but that, at least that looks a little interesting for that camp over there. Taurus, who's coming towards you in cupping season? What's coming towards you in cupping season? What does it look like for Taurus in cupping season? All right, let's get a nice look at the baseline energy here. Okay, we have Three of Hearts. It's in the light, okay, and it's in reverse. So this lets me know that there's something you're revisiting here. It's likely something you're taking a second look at, okay? Maybe you're wanting to hit, you know, refresh on something, or somebody's wanting to get another chance with you. You know, they're wanting to work things out. So let's see what this is for you. I'm going to go ahead and do two more cuts. I like to do 3 in total, just to look at baseline energy. Two of Spades. This is somebody you blocked in the past, or they blocked you, okay? This was not open to you in the past. It's coming back around. You're going to have a chance to decide if you want to go for this thing. You may really be in your head about it and trying to make the right decision. You don't want to make a wrong choice in this situation. This could be because of an earth sign energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, it is your energy, all right? There might also be like some kind of stability you've built in your life, and though you might be tempted by this thing, you might also be a little apprehensive about opening up the door on it again. I think it's going to put you in your head when this person wants to reunite with you. Okay, let's get some details about this. One more cut. I got to get my baseline here. One more cut. Jumping ahead. It's almost like your energy is wanting to jump ahead. Okay, yeah, you might want to hold off on that with the Two of Clubs coming up in the shadow. You need to get the full picture of what's going on in this situation. That's what I got. One more. Okay, I got one more here. One more cut. And then we'll go ahead and start the shuffle and see what else we got going on here. Again, cool your jets with the Jack of Diamonds coming up in the light, right? You need to let things really develop in this situation. You know, I feel like this is more of an action-oriented energy. Like, don't just listen to what somebody says, all right? I think this person is coming forward with an offer. They want to rekindle things. They want to rebuild things with you. This person wants to commit. At one point, though, you felt like this energy was really blocked to you. It wasn't moving forward as quickly as you wanted to. There could have been some outside element that was interfering in that process. But maybe things are changed now, and there's a way that the situation can actually work, like you can get on the same page. I do see you communicating with this person. There's going to be a lot of messages going in back and forth, maybe even trying to make plans to travel together or link up with each other, see each other. There is definite like sexual attraction here in this situation. I do feel like that's like the beginning motivation point. This will likely come through pretty soon. This will come through in the fall for you, all right? And you might be connecting with this person online, okay? So this could be on Facebook or on Twitter, on YouTube. There could be a social media connection there. It's got like big like, hey, you know, sliding into the DMs. This is a Jack of Clubs energy, though, in the shadows. So I think this person's in a very stable place in their life, okay? And I think that, you know, there's elements that will work in this situation now. But I do feel like you're not the only person in this situation, and this may be somebody that wants to have more of a sensual connection with you as opposed to a committed connection. This person may be a business person. They may be very focused on their money. Okay, let's see what's coming in here. Give me some more details for Taurus. Who's coming toward Taurus? So the signs we have on the board are, of course, your energy, all right? You may be very focused on what you're building for yourself financially. Your security is really important to you. You don't want to get stuck in a bind again. You may have even been dealing with some kind of legal process, and so that's sort of at the forefront. Okay. It might have had something to do with financial assets, stocks, trading. Whoa, ooh, coming up in the shadow. Ooh, yeah, you might be ironing out something legally right now with finances, with the 5 of clubs in reverse in the shadow. There might be some big major conflict situation that's kind of like sidetracked you, or it's possible this person's got something kind of messy attached to them. Could be some kind of like legal trouble they're in, or there's something attached to them on this level, but there's a lot of kind of conflict energy around this person. This person may have a record. This person may have done time before. This person may be facing something that they're currently in a legal battle about, okay? It does have earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This might be something that is kind of like holding things up from moving forward too. You got to pick what side you're on because it's your energy as well, but you could also be dealing with somebody that's got these kind of issues. That might be like the holdup or the third party outside element in this situation is somebody's in some kind of legal battle, some kind of conflict. And so it's kind of consuming all their time and energy. And it looks like there might be possibly like some kind of space, some kind of distance between you, because it looks like a lot of the action happening between you is occurring online, like sliding into DMs. You might be sexting each other a lot. I do feel like there's passions here, but there's also kind of a little bit of player energy involved. So do be careful if you feel like somebody is, working you or like you can't trust them. Be careful, just like give things time to develop. Give me some more clues about this for Taurus. What do they need to be aware of in this situation? Somebody's wanting to move forward really like rapidly. There's a lot of like high pressure impulsivity here. A lot of sexual attraction too, but there's something that's going on in this situation where it definitely has a dark side. Maybe you'll think it's darkly delicious. I don't know. Maybe you're looking for that. Maybe you just want some hookup energy. Maybe you're attracted to bad boys or the bad girl. This is possible. We got 10 of clubs here coming up with the 10 of hearts in the shadow. So again, somebody here is stepping out on something. Somebody here is already either married or in a really serious relationship, and they're trying to keep this connection with you hidden. They want you to be on the down low. That's what I got. They're looking for somebody that they can have fun with, but this person doesn't want to get serious with you. So, we each make our own choices in life. I'm not here to judge anybody about the choices they make, but that's kind of the situation you're dealing with. I think this person is very focused on like their money, and you may be too. This could be, I could see in some situations, this could be like, you're the mistress, or you're the sugar baby, or you're the sugar daddy, or you're the guy who I don't know, maybe you found a cougar that likes to spoil you, and you enjoy each other's sexual companionship, and you don't want to leave your solid connections, but at the same time you're not really wanting to be loyal to those connections either. There's something a little kind of sneaky about this. It's got the vibe to me of maybe somebody that you were involved with before. It could be an ex, because it seems like it's an energy that wants to come back around the bend and work things out with you. So I would say it would be somebody you've dealt with before. And even if it's not an ex, it's probably somebody you flirted with before, or had some kind of dalliance with before. And I believe this person is going to be really messaging you a lot. You're going to be talking a lot on social media. And there's an opportunity for a hookup, but you do have to know, like, this person is not commitment material. This person is wanting to fool around. And maybe they do want to make a commitment. They might say this, but you know, it's kind of one of those things that's a really slow moving energy. So I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you. All right, let's put it that way. So it looks like yes for hookup opportunity, no for any kind of actual commitment, at least not during cuffing season. This is something where there's multiple players involved and potentially somebody's navigating a tricky legal situation. So do be aware, okay? Cut of the deck energy. We got this light influence here. Well, there you are, Queen of Diamonds, okay? I do feel like you have a connection with this person. So you may be the one who's already in a commitment, okay? And this person may tempt you when they come forward. You might be tempted, I have to say. You might be. You might be tempted, okay? But be careful. Be careful. You don't know what you could be getting yourself into. It may be more than you bargained for. There could be a component here that could really, like, even potentially get somebody in trouble, all right? Yeah, I think you're in a commitment because this is your energy. This is earth sign energy, and it does show like the quintessential pair, you know, committed pair. So I think you're in a commitment. You got somebody coming back around that you dealt with before. Yeah, this is somebody you ended things with in the past, and you're still tempted. You're still tempted by this person, okay? You might even wish you were independent when this person comes around like, oh, why do I have to be in a relationship, man? I think because you feel like this person's a soulmate, okay, with this 6 of Hearts energy here. But we see right behind that, what we got? Ooh, we got the 7 of Spades in the shadow. Like, you know, if you get involved with this person, look at King of Hearts in the shadow. First of all, this person's manipulative. This person knows how to work you. You got a soft spot for this person. This person's a liar and this person's a cheat. Okay, whoever this person is, you would be wise to block this energy. But I think there's kind of like a danger zone for you here because there's a part of you that's just like, I want what I want when I want it. All right. All right, Taurus, you know, you got the guidance about the situation. You know, if I were you, I would move forward from that. Because you could jeopardize good thing that you already got going on. But I'm not the one to say. All right. So you got to feel out what's right for you because we all have to own our actions, whatever we decide on. So just don't cry about it. If you go for it, it ends up going pear-shaped in the end. That's all I have to say about that. All right. Gemini, what is coming up? Whoops. All right. That's wanting to fall right out the book mouth. My hand right there, right off the bat. Gemini, I don't know. You got somebody who wants to have all the power in your situation. We've got 6 of Diamonds showing up in the shadow there. Somebody thought they had control of this, and maybe one person in your scenario is breaking free of this this situation. You know, somebody is standing up for themselves. That's what I got. They're not putting up with crap anymore. Whoever this Gemini is, they've had enough of this dynamic. Okay, they feel like it's not an even give and take. That coming in for somebody, okay? Shuffling for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Pluto, or significant 3rd house placement, as well as Sagittarius rising. You would be a Gemini descendant. Descendant sign is super important for matters of love, so always look at your opposite to get a clear view. I'm noticing these cards are getting kind of stuck together, okay? So I think you're dealing with a little bit of a sticky situation romantically, Gemini. You might be having a hard time bringing things together. You might be butting heads with somebody, okay? Trying to get things to work out, trying to find a way through, trying to find a compromise. Or you could be in 2 minds about something and you're just not sure what the right choice is. All right, let's see. Basis of the matter, yeah, we got the 3 of clubs coming up in the shadow. I think this is right. Like, you're not seeing a way to move something forward. You've been waiting for something to come in. This could be something that was promised to you. Maybe somebody promised to make a commitment to you, or they promised to have you move in together, or in some way, shape, or form take your relationship to the next level, but you're just not seeing it happen. That's for some of you. For others of you, you're just, you know, you're sitting here, you're single, you haven't been with anybody for a long time. Some of you may even be practicing celibacy. And you keep wondering, you know, when am I going to meet the person that's like into me? You're kind of like getting tired of being alone or feeling on your own. You know, you're trying to be optimistic. You know, you got your sights out, you know, looking for potential opportunities. I don't feel like you're closed off to putting yourself out there. You are willing to like look in other directions. But I think that there's some part here, those of you, you know, you're feminines, you're really like kind of guarding your heart. I feel like you have a lot of sensitivity. There's times when your intuition dings about, you know, the people that are coming your way or the person you're involved with. If you just started dating somebody or you've got kind of like a casual level going on in your relationship, you feel like there's a lot that's hidden in this situation with the discover, learn, and play coming up right after that. I think that you are taking sort of like a wait and see approach. It's like, well, I really want to believe that this thing will go to the next level. I really want to believe that we can find a way forward here, but I don't know. Okay, for masculines, you're dealing with a manipulative woman. Could be a water sign energy. Somebody with a strong water sign placement in their chart. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You have barely even begun to scratch the surface of this person. They come off being like very loving, and this person seems like, you know, they're very open. Maybe they pride themselves in that. But I can tell you, this person's got a lot of secrets. There's a lot you have to look at with this person. You got to read between the lines. It's the things that they don't say that really matters, okay? You do have somebody coming towards you. Um, Masculines, I feel very strongly, you know, you have somebody coming towards you who's emotionally manipulative. You're trying to have a different view of this person. You want to believe them, but you know there's more beneath the surface with this person, okay? I think this is somebody coming back around the bend. This theme is really front and center. There are a lot of people getting reconnected with people from the past. So this could be somebody that you were involved with in the past. I feel like for the feminines, you're in some type of connection where you were promised that things would move forward in a certain way, but you feel like things are being held back. You're not seeing development or progression in the connection. It's just going a little too slow for your taste. You could be dealing with an earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could also be dealing with a water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Perhaps a water sign energy that is connected to the person that you're involved with. It's sort of like throwing a wrench in the works. This could be a manipulative mother. This could be a baby's mama, okay? Or this could be an ex of theirs that's kind of just making things more complicated than they need to be and is slowing things down. You might be wanting to really work things out with your person, and you might be trying to like navigate this touchy area, like, okay, I really want to be with you and I want to move things forward, but I can't see moving things forward if this person's still interfering in our situation. And why is this person still interfering in our situation? Like there's somebody here with discover, learn, and play that's really butting into your personal business. They got their nose a little far up your ass. That's the only way I can put it, okay? I feel like as long as this person is in the picture and they're having too much sway in this situation, I think you don't see a way forward, okay? And I see you kind of like, nope, I'm putting this on ice. Like I will walk away from this if I have to. I'll completely let it go. I'm not going to deal with this anymore. You're really hell bent on blocking this energy because you recognize that your peace kind of resides in moving away from this and as fast as possible with the Six of Spades here, okay? This has been a long time coming to move away from this person's influence that's attached to your romantic desire, okay? This person is just really making things difficult for you. And with the Four of Diamonds coming up here in the shadow, it's like you would rather end this with the Ten of Spades coming up in the light and just be relieved of this burden of always being in the dark, this oppressive energy. You know, it's more important to you to have peace of mind. I really got that very strongly. You feel like this situation has thrown a lot of stuff out of balance. So I think this person is coming up against a lot that wants to head towards you. All right, let me get some more information about this individual. You know, pick what side you're on, switch genders as you need to. I'm just presenting the energy as it comes out, okay, and letting you do that sorting out, because with collective reads, you know, where you're reading for, you know, a wide variety of people and it's not a personal, only you know how the energy is speaking to you. Can a queen be a masculine? Absolutely. A masculine acting more passively, acting more out of their feminine side, okay, acting more out of the emotions, all right? So just kind of look at things through that lens and trust your intuition on how the energy is speaking to you, right? And do be mindful that when we're calling out the signs, I do that for fun for you guys, but it's any strong placement in the chart. So that really opens up the playing field there, okay? All right, so yeah, somebody makes you feel trapped in like a never-ending cycle with the 8 of Spades here. I feel like you're wanting to free yourself from something, honestly, you know? This is what's coming up, Gemini. I think you're tired of dealing with the situation and the emotional manipulation, and you're just wanting peace of mind. You're tired of the hassle. You're tired of hearing things come at you out of left field. You're finding out stuff that's not sitting well with you. There's some feminine figure in this situation, could have a strong water sign placement, could be the ex of somebody. They're causing a lot of problems. They could be your ex, okay? This person is just an interfering energy. They're too nosy, and it's causing a lot of issues, and it's great burden. So in some way, it's like where you want to move forward romantically, it's not possible until this person's out of the picture. So it looks like you're almost in negotiations with somebody, almost like ultimatum energy, that it's like either this gets cut off or we're done. That's what it feels like. I think you're dealing with a situation right now where you're navigating the possibility of maybe striking out on your own. Maybe you're currently dating somebody, seeing somebody, or maybe you're in a relationship where you've been dealing with a lot of challenges and you've been trying to weigh out, like, should I stay or should I go? You might be stuck in this kind of a dilemma, and you know that there's outside energies involved and it's all feeling a bit messy to you. I see it's stressed you out, and you feel like there's a lot that you don't know. You might even be doing some intel on this. You might be trying to suss things out. You might be, checking things out online and trying to do your own research. Cut the deck energy coming up in the shadow. 6 of diamonds in the shadow. So this is like, you feel like the give and take is off in this relationship. You feel like you do more of the work in the relationship. And with the 6 of clubs here coming up in the shadow, this person gives to more than one person, or they're talking to more than one person. And it's like divided loyalty kind of energy. You feel like you're being put in a competitive space and this isn't speaking to you. I see you cutting this off. I do. I see you cutting it off. Look at this. You got the 3 of Spades. That's separation, to the 10 of Spades in the shadow. Like, you're done with this. But here's what's kind of cool with you. You do this, and on the other side, look at this. Boom. You're coming into alignment with somebody, a soulmate that you're supposed to be with, all right? It's moving you out of this false wish fulfillment energy. Like, the person that you're extricating yourself from right now, they may have seemed like your wish fulfillment at one point, but I think you're discovering that this person is a cheater, all right? They're a cheater. They're a liar. They get around. And you're wanting to head towards something real, something solid. And I see that when you leave this behind, it's a little divine play, okay? What you want, that commitment, it does come your way. It's 43, 44 on the clock. 7 energy with 8 energy plus 44, alignment, master builder energy. This person could have a strong air sign placement in their chart as well. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person is somebody you can't see yet, okay? They're hidden. You won't see this person coming towards you until you let go of what's currently stressing you, which seems like it's this manipulative King of Hearts energy, okay? So I think you're wrapping something up with somebody that you might have a really unhealthy connection with, because you're both coming up in the shadow. You might really had a lot of love for each other at one time, but things have become a little bit trauma bonding perhaps. I see you cutting something off and opening up your road, and then you move forward very rapidly. You connect with somebody new. There might even be like a declaration of love energy, and it brings you into alignment with a soulmate. It's kind of cool, okay? But I do see you moving it into a real independent energy. This independent energy leads you to a soulmate, okay? 9 of diamonds to the 6 of hearts. So if all that's holding you back is you're worried about your financial stability, you don't need to worry about that. Like, your finances look really good, really on point, okay? You're going to do just fine breaking away on your own. And I actually think you'll be really focused on your healing and feeling really good. And I feel like this thing is going to come out of nowhere for you. You finish this off, you let this go, and then somebody comes swooping in. Maybe it's somebody that's had their eye on you for a while, you know. They've been waiting for you to cut this thing off. Maybe they've been waiting for their turn, and it takes you by storm. And it's that simple for you. I really feel like the only thing that's holding back your love story is you. You're holding on to something and trying to figure out something that does nothing but burden you, stress you out, you know, make you feel like you're doing all the giving in the situation. And it's a real bummer, man. And it's time to release it because you got somebody else that wants to come in. They're just waiting for you to drop the dead weight. That's what I got. All right. Cancer. Yeah, there's somebody who wants to express something to you. They're holding it in. This person's chomping at the bit. They're not going to waste any time. As soon as you're free, they're going to rush forward with this thing, okay? Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Pluto, or loaded 4th house, significant placement in the 4th house, or Capricorn Rising. You would be Cancer descendant. Who's coming toward Cancer in cuffing season? Who is coming toward Cancer in cuffing season? What does love and romance picture look like for Cancer in cuffing season? What's coming in for Cancer in cuffing season? What do prospects look like for Cancer in cuffing season? All right, let's see here. One more? Okay, one more. I like to mix it up real nice and good, okay? All right, 10 of clubs. Coming up in the light. I think you're freeing yourself from something where you felt really restricted, okay? I think you're enjoying yourself. I think you're enjoying your freedom. I see you letting your hair down. You might be taking some kind of vacation. You might feel like certain restrictions have been lifted in your life. You might be indulging in some options, like you might be considering your options, all right? It's a little shadowy, but I don't necessarily feel like it's a negative thing per se. I feel more like you're free. You've been freed up recently. You might want to kind of like sample a little bit. Life is a smorgasbord kind of energy. You might be looking for a little, you know, just fun dating, letting out that side of yourself again, flirting, you know, maybe having some, you know, fun date nights, some hookups. Some of you do want to, you know, kind of just indulge sexually. This might be something that's on your mind. You obviously moved away from something where it was just like, ugh. I think you felt really confined in this situation. You might have been dealing with somebody who was super controlling, you know? You were stuck in this situation for a long time. I mean, this person was just so controlling that, and like, I feel like they tamped down your passions. That's what I got. Like, they almost made you feel undesirable. Maybe this person was just so focused on work and stability, and I don't know, it's just kind of got this vibe to it that this person just wasn't passionate enough for you. That's what I get. And you need that passion. So maybe you're sort of like, you know, you're ready for that. You're primed for that. I think you dealt with you know, people before who placed superficial things over passion. And yeah, you might have had a situation that was really stable, but also in some way it seems like, you know, maybe this person was just so focused on their work or whatever, or, you know, get in the bag, that by the time they came home to spend time with you, or when it came time for you two to like go out on a date with each other, whatever, it's like they were just kind of dull and kind of boring. I don't feel like they lit your fire, and you really want that. Like, I don't know, variety is the spice of life. You might be thinking that, okay? There could be a work piece involved here with the 8 of diamonds, okay? So maybe you met somebody at work, or you will meet somebody at work, or through some kind of like work setting, right? That's an interesting piece coming in here. 6 of diamonds. Okay, this might have been the financial piece that was kind of difficult. You might have met somebody through work, and you had to separate from this person because it was causing problems at work. You might have even lost a job. This is not for everybody, but this is coming in for somebody. You may have even lost a job or experienced some kind of ending because, you know, you had a little office affair, or the person you were with was having an affair at the office, and that's why you're moving away from this energy and now your options are open. I think you got somebody coming towards you, okay? Somebody who wants to talk to you. It's somebody who wants to turn things around with you. It could be this joker, you know, it could be this person you already tangled with. You might want to be aware of this. Let me go ahead and do another cut of the deck here. Let me not get too ahead of myself. Definite codependent connection. I believe you did get some space from this. You've looked at this. You might have even done some healing work around this, okay? How you ended up in this situation. And when I say codependent, you know, I just mean in some way the power dynamic was off in this situation. Somebody held all the power and you were more at a disadvantage, but you stayed because of security. And I think after a while that just became like too much. You didn't want to deal with it anymore. You want something more. This could also be a situation where maybe you're experimenting with your partner and you're looking at potentially opening up your relationship, or you're wondering what that could look like. And this could have been prompted by somebody having an office affair, okay? Little different elements involved there. Either way, I feel like you're in a space where you're exploring options and, you know, you're not opposed to kind of having some sensual gratification, having some strange, you know, that's kind of coming through. I think you are going to have the option for that. I see like lots of like little lovers jaunts and maybe going out having some fun dates and just doing a little bit of traveling. Maybe this is when you'll kind of have these dalliances, is when you're traveling. Ooh, yeah. There might be a trip upcoming, in fact, okay? You might be, you know, maybe you're stepping away. You might be in a situation already, but you're kind of stepping away from it to go traveling on your own because you wanted to connect with somebody. Okay, that's interesting. You might be a little impulsive in this regard. I don't know. I'm just really getting a picture, Cancer, that you're needing some sexual healing. You're needing some action. You're needing some passion. You're needing some fire. I mean, it just feels like this energy has been very stifling, restrictive for you, and it's put out your fire, and you want your fire lit. That's what I got. You want to connect with somebody who sees the fire in your eyes and knows how to play with it. This just like flipped up. I don't know. You might be like, you know what? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Like I said, you might have had somebody that already kind of like stepped out on you. So you're like, well, fine, you know? If it works for you, it works for me too. And you might be looking to kind of play the same game. I don't know. With the 5 of hearts here coming up in the light to the 8 of hearts, also coming up in the light, it might be better just to walk away from this thing and do it up front rather than anything that's kind of like shady or getting into a tit for tat in this situation. You might be having a situation like this exposed to you, and you might prefer to kind of like beat this person at their own game. But I see you'd be much better off just letting this go, okay? And instead of moving forward like this, you know, where you're looking to get even with somebody, like get them back for the way they mistreated you, it might be better for you to just really cleanly communicate your truth. And look at you, Queen of Hearts coming up here. Look, I don't want this. This doesn't work for me, you know? I want something different, and I'm going to move forward in that way. You know, this is a more empowering energy about just really claiming where your heart space is at, what you want for yourself. I think you know this person that you've been involved with. It looks like they have a strong earth sign placement in their chart, like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person, like they're never going to deliver what you want. You could wait until the cows come home. And you may be feeling like you're doing the dutiful thing, or you're being loyal to this person or whatever. You're like praying for it to change, but you know this is not in alignment with you. So whoever you're involved with, you already know it's not in alignment, but you're really wanting to make it work. And in the meantime, while you're clinging to this situation and you're refusing to just recognize what it is, it's going to be putting you in a position where it's going to keep a true soulmate at bay. There's somebody else here for you, okay? I highly recommend you stand in your independent energy, because it's when you stand in your independent energy, look what comes in, the true partner, okay? In the light, King of Hearts could have a strong water sign placement like you. This is your true pair, though. Look at you both. Queen of Hearts, King of Hearts, a meeting of hearts. This is a true union and a soulmate. And it could be somebody that you have a history with, you know, maybe somebody you extended an offer to you before, but you weren't available at the time. This offer is going to come back around the bend. Yeah, I think this communication is going to come in, and there's going to be the part of you that's sort of going to want to jump to the next step because you felt so deprived on a sensual level that you might be tempted to like step out on the person you're with. Yeah, because look, there you are. There's your energy, Queen of Diamonds. So this is the counterpoint to this like stuffy, stodgy, you know, wet blanket energy you're dealing with. That's what I got. It's somebody who's like kind of too controlling. They're a little dull. They don't like your fire. The sex isn't where you want it to be. And then here comes somebody who had offered you something before, but because you were in this thing, you weren't able to go for it. And you might still be in this situation because you're being loyal to it for one right reason. You know, you might have your reasons for continuing to toe the line in this connection. I do see like you're probably living with this person. You might be married to this person, okay? And I see that there is somebody that you're kind of like, somebody's lighting your fire. You guys are communicating. You might even be making plans to like connect with each other, hook up with each other. But there's this piece like you might want to do it on the down low. Like you might want to do it on the sly. And because you want to do it on the sly, or your partner is involved in this mess, okay? I'm getting it's you though. This is what I'm really feeling. I feel like you've already dealt with, you know, some level of betrayal, disloyalty from a person you're still connected to. And you're just trying to like keep the peace in the situation. It has a lot more to do with like obligation type of energy. Your passions are not lit here. Somebody who made an offer to you before is coming back around the bend. This person is really your true match though. You do have soulmate energy here. I see you guys communicating a lot, but it's secret. Like you're doing this on the down low. And you might be really tempted to go and like hook up with this person, but you want to keep it a secret. And if you do this, it's going to turn out really bad with the 5 of Hearts in the shadow. Ugh, it'll be messy. Okay, so don't go there. Extricate yourself the right way. Accept that this thing isn't what you thought it was. Let it go. Move out of it responsibly. Speak your truth. Be clear with your heart's intentions, and then you'll be free to pursue this, and you can avoid a whole lot of mess. But looks like you do have a soulmate here who wants to connect with you. All right. But like I said, you're hitched to this post. There's somebody you're already in alignment with, and for some reason you want to keep up a facade, and this could run into some serious trouble. It could be problems. Okay. It could be problems. And look at this. I love it. Ace of Clubs in reverse twice, doubled. Look at that shadow light. You're in two minds about this. You want that D, or you want to give the D, and you know you shouldn't. So you got some kind of internal struggle to navigate here. It's not going to be boring. I'll tell you that. All right. So looks like this is as far as we're getting with this one tonight. We got through Cancer. So there will be one more coming in. It'll come in tomorrow. And we'll start with Leo. And we'll get the remaining 3 signs done. Leo, Virgo, Libra. And I'll be fair. I'm not going to like give them extra long reads. Okay. We'll just make sure that we keep these reads like right around no longer than 15 minutes. It's kind of my goal. You know, don't make them longer than that. They're meant to be sort of direct and to the point. And if you guys like getting this little like check-in in love and just seeing what's coming towards you, I'm happy to start bringing something like this in more regularly, you know, where we kind of just see what energies are coming your way, and we can play with that a little bit, because I know people like to have fun too. We don't always need to be focused on our growth, and you know, we can look at like the lighter side of life, you know, and maybe get down on that level too and have a good time. So man, pay attention out there. It's a little treacherous out there right now. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I have yet to see like a real stellar story come through. It looks like people are navigating some stuff. So just be mindful of any choices you make, and be smart.